Hey, it's Chief, and today we're going to be building an Enderman farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This works on 1.16.2 and other versions. So, let's get into this. You're going to want to make sure you have killed the dragon before we start this. Okay, so let's start off by building out a platform of non-spawnable blocks. I recommend leaves. Over on 128 blocks from the end island. I'm not going to be exact on my block placement, but I'm going to be building out. The reason you wanted 128 blocks off of it will make sure that because it'll make sure that no Endermen are spawning on the end island, stopping Endermen from spawning on your farm. This will work. This makes it work on any simulation distance because 128 blocks is also the requirement for Java. On Bedrock, it is 44 blocks for despawn radius. Okay, so let's build our collection system now that we have this platform at the end of this. Okay, so we're going to place down some temporary blocks down there, because we're going to be putting hoppers on top of them, and we want to face them in specific directions. On this side, we're going to be facing them down. The opposite side, face them down. Then pick one side to face the line of middle hoppers into. Next, we're going to be placing powered rail here, normal rail, powered rail, normal rail. We're going to want to put another normal rail here, then we'll just real quickly fix this. We can put our powered rail back, powered rail here, block right there has to be solid, block right there that has to be solid. Okay. I'm going to put blocks above this now because this is just going to be where all of our Endermen fall. We're going to also make sure we have room to walk around because this is where we're going to be killing Endermen. We're going to be killing them manually because we want to use the looting effect, which will give us a lot more Ender Pearls and we'll get the XP. You don't actually want to place blocks on the sides yet, but okay. Now we are going to be building up for our actual spawning platform. So what we are going to do is leave a 1 block gap between where they're landing so we can hit them in the legs. Okay, this is going to go up 24 blocks because that is where mobs can start spawning 24 blocks away from you. So make it 24 blocks off of your leaf platform. You could also make it 24 blocks off of where the Endermen are going to be sitting when you kill them. So we are just going to build up these pillars right now, and this is going to be the actual tube that the Endermen are falling into. By the way, this farm does use an Endermite, so you will have to get a few Ender Pearls at the beginning, but that's not hard. You can use a little temporary killing chamber on the main end islands. Okay, let's just keep building this up, and then I will cut to when we have this done. Okay, so now we have the tube done, we're going to start building the actual spawning platform for the Enderman. So we need to build out 8 blocks on each side. So let's just real quickly just build out 8 blocks. Okay. Put a block there. Go to the other side, go out 8 blocks. Let's just make sure we get that right. Okay. Let's quickly fill that corner in. Okay, there we go. That corner, we will fill the rest of that in later. Now it's time to mark out the other sides. Go out 8 blocks here. Okay, connect these up. Once these are connected up, we can move on to the next side. The reason we are making this spawning platform 8x8 is so that in case you want to use water to turn the farm off, it will not go into the actual tube. We will have another layer to this farm, but this is just the main piece. Okay, let's quickly connect up these last 2 corners, and then I will cut to when I have filled in the rest of this platform. Okay, so as you can see, I filled in this platform, and we already have a few Endermen spawning. Now what we are going to do is we're going to come to one side, go up 1 block, and from this block build out another 6 blocks. This is so that it'll be 7 blocks on each side, and if we want to put water on the outsides, it'll go all the way down to the edge of the tube, but not go in. This will turn the farm off. Okay, let's just make sure we do this on each side. Then we are going to connect it up and fill it in. If you don't want Enderman to spawn on this platform, try not to go outside of a 24 block radius of it. So just bring your supplies with you. Okay, we're going to just build this out. And now we're going to start connecting up all of the sides. So let's just put these all together. Then once we have all of these, I will cut to when the platform is filled in. Let's just quickly do these edges. Come on. Sometimes I wish creative mode was a bit faster, but okay. Let's make sure we got this. It might also be a good idea to wear a pumpkin, because Enderman could annoy you a lot with this. Okay, last side. And now I will cut to when this is done. Okay, so we have filled in this platform. Now we're going to have to put a railing around the edges. This will make sure no Endermen fall off of the edge, and they're all trapped in this farm. So we are just going to put it 1 block off of the ground, and you could use whatever blocks you would like. But we're going to end up putting something non-spawnable on top of it. I'm going to be using leaves. You could use glass. You could use slabs. But you just need something that Enderman cannot spawn on. Don't use water, because that will flood into your farm. That would prevent any of the Endermen from spawning in there. And that's really not what we want. Okay, now we're going to put leaves all around these edges, as I said, to make sure it's non-spawnable for Endermen up there, and they can no longer teleport up to there. The step after this is going to be optional. We're going to be putting leaves in a ring outside of the farm. It's going to go out 4 blocks. This will boost the rates a bit. I'm not sure by how much, but I've seen it in Java. I thought, okay, I'll try this on bedrock, and it seems to boost the rates. But again, this part is optional. You do not need to do this. So we're just going to fill in all of these leaves. Just go to the corners again, build up 4 blocks. I'm just going to fill in this whole corner now. Okay, that corner's filled in. So now we're going to the next side. 4 blocks. And by this point, we have a lot of Endermen in the farm. So you could already tell there's going to be a lot when it actually starts running. Okay, 4 there. And last edge. Okay. Now we're going to connect up all of these sides, then fill the leaves in. So let's just really quickly do that. Sorry about the loud noises from all of the Endermen. The game sound's not too high, so hopefully it doesn't hurt your ears. Okay. That side's connected up. Let's connect up the other sides. Go all the way down to this edge. Again, these leaves are optional. You do not have to put them in. The leaves on top of that ring, though, those are required. Okay. Bring all the leaves down this side. Break those, and I will cut to when that's done. Okay, so I filled in all the leaves. Now we just have to put in our endermite and fill in the rest of the collection system. You could use a different collection system if you don't feel like using this, but we're going to put in the endermite right now. So what we're going to do is bring it to this middle block of this tube, and we're going to go 3 blocks above the surface. This is so endermen can fall in around it, and so that they cannot get to our endermite. Okay, so I'm building this little box to trap our endermite, so it's easier to put him into a minecart. Make sure you bring a name tag for this, because they will despawn otherwise. Okay, here's our Enderman. Get in the cart, buddy. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to break these edges because we want them to be able to see him, because Endermen are naturally attracted to Endermites, which will make them just fall down the tube once we put buttons on the edges. The reason we're using buttons is because the Enderman will think these are full blocks and just walk right down the tube. They think they can get the Endermite, and they're stupid, so. Okay, let's just grab some buttons. One there. You see all of the Endermen just walked off. I told you they were stupid. Put buttons on these sides. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you gotta make sure the Endermite also does not fall off. So I'm going to put a block right here. This could be pretty tricky in survival. But I'm going to push him back that way. Please don't fall off, buddy. Okay. Now he's positioned and all of the Endermen are falling down. There's a bunch of them in there right now. But now we're going to work on finishing up the collection system. Okay, so the first things we're going to have to do is we're going to have to chests. Chests are going to go under the hoppers. That's simple. But one thing I forgot to mention is that I actually put a powered rail in the very middle of that. That should be a normal rail, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. It's just that we don't want to lock the hoppers, and it's pretty easy to power the side ones, and that's enough momentum to push it around. So yeah, we'll replace that real quickly. There we go. And there goes the minecart. Okay, so that's going to collect any of the drops for that block. So now we're going to go install a little staircase down. I'm doing this, but if you're doing this in creative, you don't have to. Okay, bring this. Make sure you're building all of this out of non-spawnable blocks, by the way, because otherwise your Endermen are going to teleport there, or they'll spawn there, and it causes a lot of issues. So yeah, we're just going to build a nice little platform down here to put our chests on. Make sure we can walk around it and use everything. You don't have to use this specific collection system, but it is one option. Okay, put these down. Leave some more leaves here. Okay, leaves right there. Sorry, not leaves, chests. Chests. We're going to put leaves around the edge though, so that you can walk around. And I just realized these were on the entirely wrong height, so I'm just going to put some more chests on top of them. You could just call those bottom ones extra storage. But you don't need those ones in the bottom. That could be any block. Just make sure, again, non-spawnable. And this is the Enderman farm, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Sheaf. Please drop a like if you enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.